This is an All Sports Station production.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas, massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're a backup to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And for this offense, yellow highlighter around Trent Williams.
As well there should be. A Pro Bowl, all-pro type of a left tackle. So mobile, you could also see him as a tight end. This guy is a terrific football player.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Clinton Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league too.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The offensive starters now for the Cowboys.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit every time I think about Zach Martin and the controversy, air quotes there, about him being picked by the Cowboys, because many thought that another player was going to be picked in that spot, but they made the right call in getting Zach Martin. Versatile player, played guard and tackle in college, and uses that versatility to his great advantage in the NFL. Immediately was an all-pro and continues to play to that level.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott, this to Jarwin. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Elliott. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Vaughn Alexander is one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Prescott from the gun, out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Gets through, and now an opening. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 68 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Let him know, let him know.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And an alley to run. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 50. Check back, check back.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Garoppolo. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This from 44 yards away. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Draw play, Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, come game film time, that'll be a clip and save on how to play the draw. Clogged everything up in the middle, and as he broke out to the right, everybody got a piece of the action on the tackle.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now they go screen, it's complete. 13 yards there and a Niner first. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Intended that time for Cooper.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Coleman, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Set up!
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now.
Here we go.
They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now Garoppolo, and this is going to be incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Gold is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing, Prescott. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Prescott yet again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And again, it's Prescott, and that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the out.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
65.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. 36.
First down, Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To the air again, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything. But in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You've got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game. A swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott from the gun. Going underneath, complete to Jarwin. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Let's go, Heavy.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here we go.
Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Right back to Coleman here on first down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Coleman. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm going to hit you all day.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Whoa, shifty.
Whoa.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a holding penalty, and that'll send them backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Check three.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here we go.
Right there, 54 miles. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Black 54. You got nothing.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Play action. Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go, fellas.
Here we go. 180.
15, check right, 15. Hey. Check three.
This is Coleman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
3 bucks. Check. Lucky.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
Down to lose one. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott, and that is incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin the drive with Coleman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here we go. 54.
They will run again with Coleman. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side, Coleman. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
We got this.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Coleman now. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Mostert. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Niners on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 6.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right there, 56.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, this to Jarwin. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught, Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Mott's 56. It's a party now. It's a party now.
1st down, Prescott on the move to his left. He'll try and run it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Elliott. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. There we go.
So that one will be accepted. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Throwing, Prescott. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
They'll run with Elliott, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Go ahead,
Clock
go ahead,
running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Garoppolo to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Prescott. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go, defense.
Prescott to throw. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
54 miles.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This a long one from 54. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This a long one from 54. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7.
Come on, fellas.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.